Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Local to Me, where we talk to local businesses in our area and about local events and local things that are happening in our communities. And I'm Heather Alto with the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
And I'm Mike Norfield with Visiting Angels, America's Choice in Home Care.
You like that? Changed it up a little bit.
Yeah, I did.
I just kind of threw a whole bunch of stuff out there.
I heard it.
I'm trying to change things up. You know, you don't want to be like the same every time. People are like,
I'm gonna have to pay attention today.
Yeah,
try and keep up.
I'm gonna throw some things at you. So welcome back, everyone. We are excited to be here in the Media Squatch Studios, and hope you're following us on Grove Street FM. And if you are, if you're a new listener, make sure that you're subscribing. Make sure that you are hitting like the notification bell so you know when we're live or when we've posted a new episode, because these post right after, our live shows are done. But make sure you're doing those things. Leave a review, leave a comment.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
We need all the things. We need reviews and comments, especially if they're about how awesome Heather is. So I'm glad Woody liked that. You enjoyed that, Woody?
Can we start doing this and just editing it?
You can't edit live, man. You can't edit live.
Yes, we can do that.
Can I have like a cough button or something for her?
We have to put the.
They do make those.
They do.
They really do.
They do.
I might have to effort that for y'all.
Yeah.
There you go.
And we'll probably talk with Woody later in the episode. We're going to be talking a little bit more. I know we've had him on a couple of episodes ago. We're still talking about like the growth of Grove Street FM, and he's done new things since last week. There's always something new in this studio. Every time I walk through the door, so it's never the same. I mean, one day I'm going to show up and it's just not even going to be here anymore.
Not going to be here. I'm going to move
He'll have moved it and I won't even know.
Yep.
It'll just be somewhere random.
It'll be on the other side of the tracks.
Yeah. Well, so just to start off, I want to thank everyone who participated in, whether it was volunteering, being a vendor, just coming out to Bedford Centerfest, especially our Bedford Public Works Department.
They were fantastic.
Yep. Our town electric department, our, town police, and all of our officials that helped put together.
And the bands that came and
Centerfest.
played. So I really enjoyed the Waffle House Index. I didn't know. I purposefully didn't go listen to them before because I wanted to kind of be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
They had a good sound. It was good.
So I feel like this year was a really great lineup of bands. I unfortunately was so busy from like the 10 to 11 o'clock time frame. I did not really get to hear Tradition. I was really excited to hear from them, but I wasn't able to. And he and I actually chatted this morning about them potentially coming back, and I was like, that'd be great because I didn't get to hear you.
Noteworthy did a great job with getting everybody lined up and sound checked and playing music in between.
Man, yeah.
They did a great job.
You need help with music, whether it's a sound system, things like that. Noteworthy music. So Josh over there does a fabulous job. And I got to give a huge shout out to Josh, honestly. Aside from just running our music for us for the day, he helped me, get a lot of these bands booked.
Right.
He made sure prior to it's not as simple as show up with your guitars and your drums and you just hook up and you play. It's really not that simple. So, he actually reaches out to the bands ahead of time, finds out like what instruments they're going to have, how do they like to play, this or that, so he can make sure that the setup is good for them. He was by far just like a huge help to me on that end, because I don't know anything about that sort of stuff. So I have to rely on those that know. And Noteworthy did a great job. So I definitely encourage you guys to reach out if you ever need a sound. But also here in Bedford, if you're just in need of music, like equipment, if you're looking for a drum set or a guitar, if you want lessons for your kids, he does teach lessons. Or
I actually got a Christmas present for myself last year.
Oh, you got drums.
My
That's right, didn't you?
Well, I got a cymbal. So
you just got the cymbal?
Yeah.
Oh, you already had drums. Okay.
Yeah, I've had drums.
I thought maybe you just got like a lonely little cymbal, and I was like, well, that sounds good.
I added something to my drum set. So
okay, cool.
But he was great. He walked me through like what kind of sound you wanted to have and things like that. It was a lot of knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, big shout out to him as well. Big shout out to our sponsors that help us put this event on.
Yeah.
It was really a great day. A big shout out to the weather. Thank you for participating in our day. It was a hot one for sure, but somehow that huge storm that hit, I guess, the Lynchburg area after.
Let me tell you, on our way home, we were
We didn't
going
get a drop.
through roads that, like, Lakeside Drive was flooded. Like, it's all hills.
Mhm.
Like, there's not really a flat spot, but there was water halfway across the road.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if we got a
lot
drop
of
in Bedford. It was crazy.
That's
like
crazy.
everyone kept calling me going, "Oh, it must be raining you out." And I'm looking around like, "No, doing pretty good here."
So when
Doing-
people criticize George Flickinger and say his job is easy, we can say it's not, because
Yeah.
you never know. And that's not that far away, Bedford and Lynchburg. So
Yeah, I also want to give a thank you to Magic City Ford here in Bedford. They always donate to us every year one of those little, they're called gems. They're like those electronic cars that we're able to like motor
a
around
souped up
in.
golf cart.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
we can like kind of be in bunches of places. So thank you to them. I try and throw out all my thank yous because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people to thank. Like an event that large doesn't just like hop up on Saturday morning and put itself together and,
What?
break itself. Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way
I
there.
just show up and look, what do I do? And then
Yeah.
it's easy for me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But overall, great crowd.
Yeah.
Good turnout. I had a lot of happy vendors. It seemed to be the Kid Zone area went well.
And a lot of our food trucks, man, the lines all day, and then a lot of them sold out, but they sold out.
Yeah.
I think they learned, because last year a lot of them sold out, including Porterhouse. I think they
Yep.
sold out at like 1 or 2 o'clock last year because they were so popular. But I think they managed to make it till almost 3 before they sold out.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
4. So
Yeah, I know we had one vendor like actually put up a sign said they had gone to lunch, but it was really just because they needed to like not sell out of food for a little bit.
right,
So,
they didn't want to. They were smart, because what they did is they gave themselves a break in the middle of the day, and then they weren't sold out at the end of the, and then sitting there for 2 hours and can't do anything, and because they can't leave because they're in the beer garden,
Mhm.
and we can't open the fence for them because of the ABC regulations. So
I know one more person I need to thank. Not person, but business that I want to thank.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of people, so
A
it's
lot.
kind of hard. But
A
I
lot of
do
moving
want to thank
parts.
Boone Tractor as well.
oh yeah,
Because without them, I cannot close the roads down like I
Right.
normally do. So for those of you who don't know, here in Bedford, apparently barricades mean nothing to people.
they just move
I'm
them out the way.
not going to lie. Like I have tried to put up barricades before, and as I'm putting them up, have watched vehicles just like run them over or like just go around me like, oh,
They will
put-
literally get out of the vehicle and move the barricade.
I'm not. He is not
Yeah.
kidding you. I've sat there and watched it happen. It's like, oh, it's a barricade. There must not be any need for that. Let me just do what I need to do. So, a couple of years ago, I got tired of it. I was done. Like, I'm done with that. So, Public Works still comes out and puts the barricades up that we use during like vendor setup, but right around that 9:30 time period when the roads like legitimately they have to shut down.
Legitimately.
Legitimately. I don't. Excuse me. But no, so Boone Tractor has been fabulous the last couple of years. They are a big supporter of us, and they come and block the roads with their tractors and their what are those called? They're front loaders.
Yeah,
And they
there's New Holland. They're sharp looking tractors.
yeah, and they put our banners up on them for us and stuff too. So that's super cool. And it also is a safety issue, and so they
Right.
really help me with that part of it. Because last thing I need is somebody just barreling through town and knocking people out the way.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to throw that out there too. I'm trying to think of all the people,
And,
like all
and
the
you know,
things.
it's funny you bring up Boone. They were celebrating their 40th anniversary on the same day as Centerfest.
Oh,
They were having a party.
that's cool.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Oh yeah, I saw that you went to that party, but I didn't see you at Centerfest.
I had to had some previous obligations.
Just saying.
Go ahead, mute my mic now.
It
I'll
was
be quiet.
noticed. It was noticed. Yeah, mute that mic, buddy. We'll
Mute
talk
that.
later.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hear
Mike.
next year we're going to have a podcast table and have the host out there for a couple hours.
I think it's a great
Yeah.
idea.
It is a great.
So that nobody has to staff it all day, but we could have all the podcasts, and you could come and meet your favorite podcasters.
We'll book it.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
sign autographs and stuff.
Oh, hey, look at that.
That'd be cool. And then maybe we'll have a book and a stuffed animal by
Yeah.
then. I'm gonna make one.
I'm going to start writing it this afternoon.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so real quick, so Centerfest is over. See you in another year. But if you're a vendor, we will be putting out early bird vendor registration most likely by tomorrow. We try and hit it like as soon as Centerfest ends, so you get a discount on your your entry. So look out for those. And then we do have this upcoming Friday. We are going to be at the Hilton Garden Inn with our coffee talk, but it's also our community giving fair. So it is a nonprofit vendor expo. If you're in the community from 8 to 11, stop by the Hilton Garden Inn and kind of meet and greet some of the nonprofits that we have set up, but then also just the other business owners that come to network and talk to each other. It's a really good opportunity. Yeah. It's free. There's no charge to come out and grow your business. Like, this is what it's about. It's about growing your business and getting your name out there.
Yeah, Woody, it's a great event. I hope to see you there.
He probably has an event. He's got to be.
There'll be some.
I'm just kidding.
Some coffee and some people that you can talk to for a little bit.
Coffee and talking.
Yeah,
coffee talk.
You're gonna mute my mic in a minute. So yeah, and then like we've mentioned it, the Christmas parades applications are open. We're going to be pushing those hardcore in the next, couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Because you only have until I think November 20th to sign up.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, and honestly, that's coming quicker. I can't believe it's the end of September.
I know.
It's ridiculous. Like that it is the end of September already.
Yeah. It's flying by.
Yeah. So, but I think that's kind of like our major stuff going on coming up. And, we hope to see you guys out there. Like I said, if you're a business owner in our area, that's what we are here to do, is support you and give you access to things like this, that you can come out and, meet others and grow your business. So, but without, I think, do you have anything else, Mike? Anything?
I think so. I would like to just take a selfish moment and just
please
tell my parents happy anniversary. They've been married 53 years today.
Well, you know what? Happy anniversary to Marilyn and Derek. Happy anniversary. And I'm going to take a selfish moment and wish my mother a happy birthday, because her birthday was yesterday.
Oh,
and she
look
turns,
at that.
Yeah, I'm not going to say how she turned, because you don't do that and she'll come at me. But happy birthday to my mom.
You should also take this opportunity to wish Sheena a happy anniversary tomorrow.
And happy anniversary to Sheena tomorrow. I am so proud of you for putting up with this guy.
I mean, she deserves a peace prize or something. I don't know.
And while we're on a roll, happy anniversary to my daughter, Autumn, who is my event director, and her husband, because they're 5 years on Saturday. So anyone else? Anyone? Y'all got anything? Woody?
Happy anniversary to Woody for coming to his first coffee talk on Friday.
Yeah.
So we'll just celebrate that.
Actually,
we should take this opportunity.
He's been to one, because
it was this one, the last coffee talk Woody has been to.
He came and he did, because he did live podcasts. Yeah.
So happy 1 year anniversary, Woody.
You're welcome. There you go. See, I'm very consistent. That's my goal.
If you just go to one a year, Woody,
a year,
you're due now. Like, you have to come to one.
I'm due. Yep, you're right. You're not wrong on that.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
We'll see me there.
Probably.
Well,
not.
I do have a show. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are joined today, and actually, I'm really excited to talk with Gladys, because she's got an awesome venture, and she's made some changes with it, and we want to put it out there, but it's fun for families and kids and all kinds of things. So we're going to be talking with her about Imagination Station, and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So we've been neighbors for a couple of years now, but you've made a few changes with Imagination Station, but I want to start off with just talking about like what Imagination Station is.
Well, what Imagination Station is formerly we had a studio out in Forest, and at any time you could walk in and paint. We would give art lessons, paint nights, date nights, any kind of team building event for either kids or adults, corporations, special needs, field trips for school. And at any time, it's art for all ages and talents. You cannot go wrong with it.
Yep.
There's no right way, no wrong way to paint, and there's always a great excuse to paint. So what we did now is we recently closed down our location, our brick and mortar in Forest, and have gone 100% mobile. What that means is you get 5 friends together at your home or location of choice, and we bring the paint party to you.
Oh, that's fun.
Whether it's for the adults, for the kids, we go out, we take all of the supplies needed. We just need the location and time, and we'll be there.
I think that's a really fun way to do it. I mean, it's nice to have the studio, and I've been in your studio quite a few times, and I love how it was set up where you could just kind of come in. It was very relaxed feeling. It didn't feel like it felt like somewhere you could go and have fun. It wasn't like, how you walk into some place and it's like, oh, I don't want to touch that, or I don't want to do this, or it looks like, whatever. You didn't get that vibe at Imagination Station. It was very kid friendly. It was very open. And it was really cool to walk in and see all the molds, I guess. Is that what they're called? Molds?
The ceramic characters?
Yeah, ceramic characters that you could choose from, and you knew what you were going to paint. And I knew what I was going to paint horribly because I don't have any artistic ability whatsoever. But I do also think sometimes it's hard for people to be like, oh, I'm going to get out and meet up with people. But when you're doing it at your home or you're doing it as part of a party and you feel like relaxed too, it kind of makes it kind of a different vibe.
It does. It takes the stress of, especially when you're having birthday parties and you think, oh, I'm going to have it at my home, but what are the kids going to do?
Mm-hmm.
So we bring all that for you. We still have our ceramic characters that you can choose from, or we'll bring an assortment for the kids to pick. We can pre-draw the canvases, custom make them for you to have them. We'll guide them step by step or let their imagination fly. That's the best part of seeing, even when we do our step-by-step, giving everybody the same direction, watching the final product come through, how everybody put their own touches on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. It's incredible to see how everybody brings something to life.
My youngest daughter is turning 13 this year. It's a big age. It's like that, it's like one of those ones you really throw your first like big party for,
right.
like, kind of cool. So I've been trying to come up with some things, and I was thinking the other day, I want to do like, I really don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm probably I know I'm renting. I'm going to be working with the barn at Spring Rose Lane. They're letting me use her whole barn, so I could throw some kind of like barn party, like a dance. I'm trying to decide between like a dance where like guys and girls can come. Although right now they're still kind of like guys are
Right.
but they're kind of cool. But like my friends can come. So, but I was kind of thinking about having like stations, like so that they could come in and like do like something like they could create like artwork, or they could do, I thought about getting with like Ashley or one of my cookie people and like decorate cookies or like things that were the girls, even if it turns out to be like a party where the girls come out and hang out. And then I'm going to be, I'm hoping to work with one of those places that do, we have a member, it's the Slumber Party member, that she comes in and does like those tents. You know what I'm talking about? Where they create the tents you can sleep in, where they can spend the night. I don't know. I'm going to blow it out the water for the 13th. We'll see.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And then I say that right now, and then like her birthday will be like, hey, we had cake and ice cream. It was fun. They left in like an hour.
Right.
Because I didn't do anything I said I was going to. But I think that is something that you can very easily do where you're incorporating it into a party, but it's not overall the whole party, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. We will you give us a little bit of time. Just tell us, okay, you got 30 minutes, a project just to keep them busy until the next station or less.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll come up with something for it.
Is that also something where like if we just ordered, let's say 30 ceramic, like you send us the molds and like they can just have them there to do throughout the day, or do you have to be on site with it?
No, absolutely. What we'll do is we'll put an assortment together for you, and we'll send it out with the brushes, the paint pots, aprons, and they can paint them throughout the day. And we'll even send out the glaze. So once they're all dry, they can go back and glaze them at the end.
Okay. That's really neat.
Yeah.
And so you still do. So we talked a little about birthday parties. Now, do you still do like field trips?
We do. We're going into the schools, and we're going anywhere from the daycare centers all the way through high school. The fun thing about our field trip is that we don't only focus on the art class, we also are able to help in the Spanish class.
Okay.
Incorporate art into it. We have different presentations we'll put on for them, or just talk a little bit about a certain artist. Like, for instance, we've done JF and spoken about Frida Kahlo, and then we've painted either a ceramic figure or a canvas of Frida Kahlo with just a little extra information for them.
Oh, I love that.
Excellent.
That's really neat. So I think that, I'm glad to see in some capacity. I know Bedford County, I'm not sure about surrounding counties, but they're bringing a little bit more of the arts back into the schools, because for a while it was like, oh, here's art on a cart. Like they'd roll a little cart in and like, there's some construction paper and some colored pencils and things. But like, I know again, back to my youngest, she loves art. She's darn good at it too. I'm not going to lie. She can draw. Like I draw stick figures. She draws like amazing people. And I was so glad to see this year that she was able to take like a full-fledged art class. And it wasn't like just, here's a like 4 weeks or, things like that. She got to do like an entire semester of art. And so I think that incorporating, things like what you're doing into those programs is different. It's a different form of art. but it's still letting people express themselves, which I think is important.
Correct.
Yeah.
We are, like I said, we're branching out. We're branching out. We're going in, and we are coming up. We're partnering with the teachers to focus on any specific points, any specific themes. As a former teacher myself, I know sometimes we need extra help to get a point across to the students, and we love to do it through art to help them out. And it's been, I know Bedford County, a lot of the Forest area for a while was hit pretty hard because they took the art programs out due to lack of funding. And we would get the people coming to the studio and they were bummed about it. So it's good news that now it's slowly coming back.
Well, I think we had a business on our podcast, Joyful Harmonies, a few weeks ago. We were talking about the importance of music. And, I can sit here and recite something that I have put to music. I may not have heard it 20 years ago and it'll start up again and I'll know every word to it.
Right.
You ask me to recite poetry from a book or something no, thank you. I can't do that. Things that are put to music or things that I feel like if you're doing art and things that you're really focused and doing hands-on, I think that is much, more helpful than just reciting and staring at a book all day.
Yeah.
And some people may come at me for that, but that's just how I work. So
it is. It gets the mind going. We work a lot also with special needs, and they're able to express a lot of their emotions, a lot of their stuff, just by being able to create something. And not that we're telling them, okay, you got to express yourselves, but they create marvelous things. We tell them, okay, this is what we're doing today. And either we'll let them freestyle one week or do a step-by-step the next week. And they do fabulous work. But at the end, just a sense of accomplishment that
Right.
they were able to get something done and done well. That to us has been the biggest blessing. And that's something we're continuing to do. Either they're joining us right now at our home where we're meeting once a week, or we're going to either their day support centers or their homes and meeting as a group.
Yeah. And using that part of your brain, because it's a different part of your brain that is the creative side, things like that. And so being able to use that part, it helps you function with a lot of different things throughout the day. So I never really considered myself that creative growing up, but found myself in a career. I was a florist for 5 years and was making flower arrangements. You have to be creative and you have to figure out how to make everything work. And never thought that I had that ability or to kind of put things like that together. I never thought oh, I'm a creative person. And now it's, it has really helped me grow a lot as a person and as a business owner to be able to know hey, I can rely on that creative side a little more. It definitely, your brain's a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. So you want to try and do different things. And it's very relaxing as well. So
Absolutely. It's scary. Just the first brushstroke is always the scariest part. But once you take it, you start relaxing.
Yeah.
You start enjoying it.
I did one of those things where you have the sip and paints where they kind of go through it with you. And I did this painting of turtles coming out of each. I'm so proud of that darn thing. It's been on my wall for 3 years and it just sits in my kitchen because it's the only thing I've ever painted that looks like
came out like it should have.
Yes,
yeah,
it's actually decent. Other than that, I'm lucky my clothes match in the morning because I'm looking at stuff does this go together? I'll come out and look at my husband and my daughter and be does this look all right? And they're yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I didn't get the creative gene by any means. That was 100% my brother. I think he's the only one that got it. Now I wanted to talk with you about, you mentioned team building. And so because we work with a lot of businesses and I feel a lot of businesses nowadays are starting to do more of that team building and, workshops together. What types of team building activities or how does that kind of work with Imagination Station?
Well, you're able to pick a project. We'll go through canvases. We'll go through hats, bags, pretty much anything that can be painted on. Let us know what you have in mind, and we'll come up with something. We've done a tile painting where we do the smallest canvas, but it's your whole logo with your theme on there, and everybody's doing just a little section of that logo on their canvas. But when you put it all together, it comes out to a big puzzle that you've put together to put up on your office wall where your entire team painted it together.
That is super cool. We should do that. We should look at me. I'm going to start. We should do that for the CVABC. We should have canvases in our office and have members come in and paint part of it that we all put together. And then it's all of our members created this huge logo for the CVABC on our wall.
Yeah.
that would be cool.
That would be really cool. I like that idea.
That is
See?
an awesome idea. And just yesterday we had one teaming one team paint party over at the Oakwood Country Club. And we were there for about an hour and a half just getting everybody. And it was funny to see. They're like, I've never painted. I'm not creative. I'm not this. I said, you don't need to. All you need to do is pick up the paintbrush and just look at what I'm doing, or just relax. No need, no talent, no need to fuss, no need to stress about it. We have it partly sketched out for you to make it easier, and the rest of it just flows.
And I
Very
think
cool.
nowadays team building is really important, especially, if you're in a, and I go with like not even just staff. Like I've seen people that do like the team building with like their board members or volunteers and things like that. And I think that's important because people have all sorts of different ideas and all different types of personalities and ways that they're going. But it's good to have like when you can come together and kind of see how you can put those personalities together to make something better, or to at least just kind of create some, fill in some of the holes that may be there between people or things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of companies. So I always struggle with how to like get our team to interact with each other, not work related, right? So we've tried that. Let's take everybody out to dinner. Well, not everybody. We have a vegetarian on our team. We have one person who's like, I don't really like to go out to eat. Like, so that's hard, right? We can't do like the pizza or lunch in the office and for the exact same reasons. Like, so it's challenging, and so we have a new staff member in our office that started with us Monday, and I challenged her like, how can we motivate our team to interact with each other, and what's something fun that we can do to kind of build the relationships. And she's new to our team, and that's kind of part of her job is maintaining our culture and marketing and a bunch of other things too. But
I think you should have hourly dance parties.
no,
Let me know when. I'll come over there.
We
Just
should
run
not
in
have
and start
that.
dancing.
We should not have that. So, but I think like a paint, like doing it like during the middle of the day or something, and just having a day where we could paint and just sit around. And I mean, we could have lunch because you got to eat, but be able to do that. And I think that might be fun. So I might have to look into that. So
No, it's definitely fun. And you said something when you mentioned it brings a lot of teamwork right now, because part of the team is still in the office, part of the team is still able to work from home. They don't get to interact.
Right.
So that culture of your business, for instance, sometimes gets lost or forgotten about it. So with this type of team meetings and just building them up a little bit, bringing everybody together, it keeps it alive. It keeps everybody united in one form.
yeah.
So for anyone who's like been listening in and they're like, okay, we want to schedule something. We need to talk with you guys and get Imagination Station down there. What's the best way now for them to reach out and get a hold of you and kind of find out what their options are?
Our phone number is still the same, the 434-818-1040, or you can send us a message through our Facebook page or even our website. Our email is on there. Everything, all our contact information is there. Everything is still the same. Nothing has changed.
Awesome. And Imagination Station was at Centerfest, so hopefully if you came out, you stopped by their tent and got to talk to them about what they do and have that information as well. And we always enjoy having you guys there. We put y'all near like the kids zone because it's always fun to have that stuff out there. So yeah,
it was a blast. And the team I do want to thank the most is your team, or your OTC teams that are out there helping us unload and pack up at the end of the game. They are incredible. They were totally
They're the secret weapon.
I knew I was missing somebody. Gladys, thank you so much. ROTC, hands down.
Incredible. That morning, my husband got stuck with my other kids running them to soccer, and he's like, how are you unloading, setting up the tent tables? I said, this is the one event of the year that I don't stress because I know they always have a team ready for us.
We do.
And our volunteers that help with parking and
I was just going to say that the Blue Ridge Community Church team, Lucas and his team that come out. I can't even believe I forgot those two.
And they also help with the Bedford Parade, and it makes the Bedford Parade so much easier, and Centerfest as well.
Yeah, and you're right. We get that from a lot of our vendors, that this is the one event all year long that they know that they're going to have people there unloading and helping them load. Because I have people messaging me going, are the ROTC going to be there again this year? Because that's, my favorite, they are the most helpful and respectful. I'm just saying, huge thank you to them. And I apologize that it didn't happen sooner in this broadcast, but thank you for bringing that up. So, yeah.
So we ask every guest that comes on the podcast 2 questions. So one is, how long have you been a part of the Central Virginia Business Coalition?
I think we've been part of it for about 2 years now.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you think is the best benefit of being a member of the CVABC?
How easy it is to access you guys.
Oh, that's
With
great.
any questions, I know I'd run over next door and just go, Heather, what do I do here? Or can you get me into the Centerfest? Can you help me with this?
Right.
And always had an answer.
Yeah.
Or recommendation, suggestion, how to
Yeah.
improve.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about the CVABC is there are so many members that do so many different things that if you're looking for something, there's most likely a member that does it or something close to what you're looking for. And if not, they know someone who does do it, even if they're not part of the CVABC. But yeah, it's a great mix of businesses. I love it because it's such a hodgepodge. Like it's, everything from, Centra's a sponsor all the way down to like, Tupperware and Pampered Chef and, everything in between kind of thing. So, these little, where it's just one person running the business all the way up to, a couple hundred employees. So I like that it's a lot of variety.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was really glad to have you on the show today because, with right now, you're seeing small businesses kind of closing their doors, and we've seen some other businesses in our area that have had to shut down. And I wanted to make sure people knew, like, Imagination Station is still here. Like, it's just not in the brick and mortar space.
It's still here. It's just not there.
Right. So, right. So what you need to do is use your imagination on how fabulously you can utilize them to come out and keep art alive in our community and have them visit you, whether it's in your school or in your home or at your place of work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you for coming on with us today.
No, thank you for having us. We truly appreciate it, and we're grateful for the services that you guys offer us and how you're always there to support us.
Well, make sure you guys, if you're in need of something special for, like I said, any of those parties or get-togethers or just even, team building activities, contact Imagination Station and they will be happy to help you out with that. We will be right back after a quick commercial.
Visiting Angels, America's Choice in Home Care, is now serving Lynchburg and the surrounding counties from their new location at 2201 Linghorn Road, providing our community with personal care services, including assistance with bathing, dressing, meal preparation, grocery shopping, light housekeeping, and much more. Our trained staff have to pass all of our requirements for a high standard of care, ensuring that you have a compassionate, kind, and qualified caregiver. Our office team works with you as a partner in providing care for you or your family member to make the task of starting and continuing care an easier process. At Visiting Angels, we understand that every individual is different. That's why our team of dedicated caregivers is committed to providing tailored assistance to make you happier and healthier at home. Call 434-439-4698 to learn more about our services and schedule a free in-home, no-obligation consultation. Trust Visiting Angels in Lynchburg to bring peace of mind to you and your loved ones.
Visiting Angels, America's Choice in Home Care.
Wow, what a great commercial, right? So
It's one of the
Fabulous.
best I've ever heard.
it is. If you own a business and you're part of the CVABC, or you own a business and you're hearing this and you're not part of the CVABC, join the CVABC and then become a sponsor, and you can have that spot for your commercial. So
Yeah.
if you want more information about that, you can reach out to Heather at cvabc.org.
I'm actually excited because we're going to be having a new
I know.
commercial probably popping in here next week,
Yeah, I know.
potentially.
That's exciting.
We've got a new sponsor coming out. So maybe two.
So
Maybe two, Woody.
watch, as soon as somebody takes that
Nice.
spot, right, and it's no longer Visiting Angels, people are going to be like, start getting interested and be like, hey, how do I get the next slot
Yeah.
available?
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm also excited for this cookie I'm eating over here.
Yeah.
So I just
Today's
want-
show brought to you by Crumble Cookie,
Crumble Cookie,
who celebrated their 1 year birthday today.
who are a
Anniversary
member.
birthday.
Yep, they are a member of the Central Virginia Business Coalition. It is their 1 year or their birthday. I don't know if it's 1 year, but I mean, it's definitely their birthday. So
Oh, okay.
they've got a special going right now where you can get a 6-pack of cookies for the price of a 4-pack of cookies. So like you get 2 cookies free. And I'm always down for a good free cookie.
Right.
And so I went and got a plethora of cookies. I got like all the flavors, except for I didn't get the cake. I'm just put this out here right now, and people can get upset. Leave a message in the comments.
I'm
whatnot.
already mad.
I don't like their cakes. Like, why did they?
They have
so,
cake.
Okay, so let's talk about this Crumble Cookie. Your name is Crumble Cookie. Crumble Cookie. Cookie. You used to have 6 different cookies. Now you've deleted one of those cookies, and now you have like some sort of cake.
Mm.
I'm just going out there. It's not crumble cake. It's crumble
Gotcha.
cookie. And I mean,
Does
the
the kind of
cakes are
cake
okay.
change?
Yeah, they change the cake every week,
Okay,
but I would prefer the cookie.
I got you.
I would also prefer that you bring back the cornbread cookie on a regular basis. That needs to be there all the time. If you have not had the corn,
I've not had the cornbread
like,
cookie.
this is
but
a phone call from somebody saying,
I need a
leave the
cornbread
cake.
cookie.
No, I don't know who this is. It's from Texas, but
It's
it's
the
probably
head of Crumble.
headquarters. It's probably
It's the-
headquarters.
CEO.
It's the head of, yeah.
We hear you
They listen.
live
That would
bashing
be-
crumble
They
cakes.
listen. Oh, I'm
That
not
would be
pressing.
hilarious.
I'm just saying, like, I just don't prefer the cake.
The cake.
I would prefer they just bring back a 6 cookie.
You know, I do have a question. This is to do with crumble.
Oh,
Maybe y'all can help me out.
sure.
Why doesn't Little Debbie make big cakes? Like, I love the fall cakes. I'm hooked on them. The Christmas trees.
All
Like,
right, Woody.
I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Woody.
Think about a huge fall Little Debbie, Big Debbie cake.
So my wife. Okay, let me back up a little bit.
Okay.
Here. I love
Little
the Christmas
Debbie.
tree.
Right.
The Little
Little.
Debbie Christmas trees have been my birthday cake because I have a December birthday. They've been my birthday cake since I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
Every year I have that, and I don't want another cake. I want my Little Debbie's.
Right.
Now they, shrinkflation. They've gotten a little smaller. They don't quite taste the same, but they have the big ones.
Yes.
Right, you get half the amount in the box, but I'd rather eat
They're
one of
better.
those than that.
The big ones are better.
For my birthday last year, my wife made me a giant Little Debbie Christmas tree
Come on now.
that was spot on. She made the outside of it was white chocolate,
Yeah.
like a frosting kind of thing, and it hardened up a little bit.
Just got
So
really hungry.
it was a little different, but she nailed like the filling inside, which
Yeah.
by the way has marshmallow cream in it. I don't like marshmallow cream, so I don't know how my favorite Little Debbie has that in the middle. But so it's
Man.
got some marshmallow in mixed in with some like other stuff in there in the middle. So if you want one, I've got a source for you.
Now, I wish you had told me that because now I do want one. So,
Right?
Well,
but I was like, why?
you know,
It would be a no brainer to me though. Like, I mean, Little Debbie, if they actually came out with like prepackaged like large
Right.
cakes,
Okay.
would be genius marketing.
so for that matter, let's talk about this Little Debbie.
Yeah.
I want to know where my favorite cake went because if we're on the subject of cakes,
What's your favorite cake?
Yeah. what's
mine
your
were the
cake?
ones that were the white square cakes with the chocolate chips all over them. You don't
Not
remember
zebra
those?
cakes.
Nope.
Zebra cakes is delicious.
Nope.
Okay.
Not a
But
zebra cake.
They're
So the fall-
similar
Hold
to
on.
zebra cakes.
They're similar to zebra, but they had chocolate chips. I know they had them. They were
Yeah.
my favorite. And now they come up with some now that I'm just like, who eats that? Like nobody. I'm looking them up because they no longer sell them. And I would like to know why. I would like an explanation.
So I'll tell you something really funny too. So zebra cakes
Here.
and the ones you're talking about are very similar, especially to the Christmas
These.
trees. But the Christmas trees have a completely different.
Here you go. We can post these on our site. But do you don't remember those?
Oh, yeah, I do remember those.
See? Best ones ever. What do you can't see them, but they were the best ones ever.
That's the one I got. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
chocolate
man.
chip cream filled
Yeah.
cake
Where are they at?
again.
All right, Debbie.
And so you know what I used to do as a kid was I'd push all the little chocolate chips down into it before I ate it. So then you got like a bite with all the chocolate chips
Like a
inside.
sociopath. Just
I really was kind of weird. But I mean, I'm just saying, like some of the ones they have now, like those cosmic brownies, I don't know. Nope.
I like
They're
the cosmic brownies.
Nope. Not
So
good.
they're really good if you heat them up a little bit, put a
Yeah.
little bit of ice cream on.
I'm with you, Mike.
Like a
Cosmic
mini
brownies,
sundae.
you think you don't like them.
Right.
You have like 3.
Right.
I don't think I
You
don't
love-
like them. I don't like them.
They're
Like-
delicious.
Yeah.
But-
There's not many Little Debbie's.
Sorry, I'm grouchy about my Little Debbie cakes. I'm really only a fan of the Swiss cake rolls.
Mm.
My chocolate chip ones
That's
they took
my-
away.
So we do grocery delivery and it comes every Sunday morning so that boom, magic groceries are there. And every week on Saturday, my wife's like, what do you want from Walmart? And I'm always like, I need a box of Little Debbie's, just one. And she's like, what do you want? And it used to be like the Nutty Buddies, things like that. They haven't been as good lately. Little Debbie, get your act together.
I do not like the one anybody.
But the Swiss cake rolls have been for about a month now, have been the Little Debbie of choice.
I love Swiss cake rolls.
Yeah,
I'm
me
not
too.
gonna lie. I miss those.
So, and apparently my sister says that the Tasty Cake version is way better than the Little Debbie version, but we can't find them anywhere.
I don't eat
Not
very
here.
much tasty cake.
Well, we don't have a lot of it here.
I don't eat a lot of cake anyway. And I really won't eat all these crumble
I love
cookies, but I
cake.
want them. But I love crumble.
Cake's
So,
like my favorite thing.
Right.
I'd eat cake over food.
oh no, not me.
Cake's. I'll never turn down cake.
I will turn down.
It's a reason to go to a wedding.
She says
I mean-
reason to go to a wedding.
Yeah, like when you get
Just want your
invited to weddings. Yeah, I mean, like
the only
it's like
reason I go is the cake.
that's. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like 90% of it. I mean,
Because if
I
it's
mean,
somebody,
I love everybody I go to your wedding. Like I love you, but
if it's somebody
cake.
I'm really close with and they invite me to a wedding, I'm like, what kind of cake are you?
yeah. Well, you haven't like. Well, who's doing the cake?
Right.
Speaking of Sheena,
Speaking
if
of
she's,
Sheena,
she's listening because Sweet Nanny's treat.
she's not today because she's at work,
Oh man.
like
So
in the office.
what I need though, those cookies she made with the cherry.
Oh, the Mr. Bing
Oh,
with the cherries
my
soaked in
word.
amaretto.
I do not like. Again, I'm not a humongous sweets person. Those were freaking ridiculously good.
So
I don't know what she did to them.
Well, she soaks the cherries in amaretto
Well,
That's
whatever.
what-
They're
that's what she
fabulous.
does.
That doesn't hurt.
No, and of course they don't have any alcohol. I'm like it cooks out of
Just gotta
whatever,
start
but
soaking
it gives
everything in
them that
Alvarado.
extra flavor. But we had a birthday earlier this month in my office, and all of our employees, caregivers, clients, everything, they get cookies for their birthday from Sheena, right? So
Mhm.
I mean, we buy them and we give them in a little box, but they get those cookies for their birthday, and now the caregiver, like, they get so excited when they see me come in with that box of cookies. So in my office, we have, one of our recruitment managers. She's kind of having a hard time. Her parents have health issues, things like this. I'm like, and she's good friends with Sheena. So I'm like, tell you what, I'm going to let you pick the kind of cookie. Cause usually we do the celebration cookies. They're like the birthday cake with the sprinkles, all that. And so she wanted the Mr. Bing cookies, and Sheena was like, I can't, they take like a week to make, like, cause you got to soak the things
Yeah.
and all that. So she couldn't get those, but we did get her second favorite flavor. But those are her most requested cookie is those Mr. Bing.
Oh, and the peach ones. I don't know what
Oh.
you did with the peach ones, but those were good too.
So hungry.
I don't even like peach,
I
but
know,
they're
right?
really good.
I'm sorry.
My stomach's growling.
This whole turn just kind of went like I was just gonna say thanks for the cookie crumble, but then I had to go on the cake
We had to
ramp
divert,
because
yeah.
like whatever, and then it went off into Little Debbie's and whatnot. But
Yeah. And so let's talk about all of our big good members. All right. So then we've
Oh,
got
we do
Sweet
have a lot.
Indulgence. So she was at Centerfest. She's actually the first place I went and the most money I spent at one table. Because she had these raspberry oat bars. Oh my gosh.
so I didn't try
So good.
those.
And then there was a salted caramel pretzel something bar that she had,
Oh.
brownie, that I got for Sheena because I don't like salted caramel, but
Okay.
I tasted it. It was really good. I think I actually liked it more than Sheena did, which was kind of a weird mix up.
Gotcha.
But she also she started doing like hand pies, like
Yeah.
the little turnover things. And I really wanted to get one and try it, but like I can't eat but so much
Did you
sugar.
get her pizza puff things where you like it's
I'm
like
sorry, what?
Yeah. Yes, I got one. They were delicious. They're like pizza puffs, but it's like pizza dough, and it was like you dipped it into. She had like marinara sauce. And
I'm so mad at Ashley right now. Ashley Beasley, if you're listening to this,
Oh
I'm
my
coming
gosh.
for you.
Hungry.
they were delicious. And then of course I always get the strawberry Pop Tarts because she makes handmade Pop Tarts.
So I like
and
the
they're
Pop-Tarts, but
delicious.
my problem is I've gotten them so often lately that like now I'm kind of like, I want to try other stuff.
And I love her spinach and feta croissants.
No, I haven't had that either.
Those are good too. If you
I'm
like
not a big
those.
fan of feta.
Aren't we due for like a
Oh.
food episode?
We are.
Like,
we are 100%.
can we, like-
You come to
Yeah.
Coffee Talk, and I'll make sure we have a food
I will.
episode
I will.
coming up soon.
Okay.
yeah, we
So.
do have a
Yeah,
food
we're about.
episode.
Yeah, we're past due.
Because I actually had talked to I think I had talked to Jay about a food episode.
Oh, that'd be good too.
Oh, that'd be great.
Can he make us little mini BLTs or something?
I
Yeah.
don't know. He can make me something. Little mini
Turkey sandwich.
turkey sandwiches. Actually, you saw him make me that little teeny tiny egg salad sandwich that time.
He made it for me too.
Yeah.
He was
So-
like, nobody can eat more than Heather. And then like, I was like, what is this?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So yeah, it was pretty funny.
So we also had Holy Heaven cookies there.
Yeah.
So they're
Oh,
also
they're always good.
And she actually
She had a busy day that day because
she
she
had a really
was
busy day.
there and at the Beer and Wine Festival.
She didn't have she didn't have enough of her new like apple cookies to bring them to Centerfest.
She
But
sent you one.
she did. She messaged me and she said, Heather, there's an apple cookie for you. And she told me this at the beginning of the festival. And I didn't get over there like until the very end. And I happened to walk up with Hunter and I was like, hey, do you still have an apple cookie for me? And the lady's like, oh, yeah, you must be Heather because Melissa was gone
Right.
by then. And so she handed me the cookie and Hunter was like, well, who do you think you are? I said, I think I am Heather and I'm eating an apple cookie right now.
Right.
Really delicious. So, Holy Heaven is another one that she changes out her flavors,
Yeah.
quite a bit. She has her, her originals, the ones that, are normally there. And she has a brick and mortar in the downtown community market in Lynchburg. So if you're looking for a cookie there, and just to kind of highlight back to Sweet Indulgence, I know you can always get with Ashley and she has a space as well. I think that you can go in and purchase
I think you
items.
can. I might, yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm.
delicious.
Might have to reach out to her and be like, when do you make those pizza things? And when can I try it?
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah. I wish she had told me that because I'm,
You ought to
I'm a
reach out
sucker
'cause
for
I think
pizza.
she had some stuff left over. So yeah,
Okay.
be delicious.
Yeah. And so that's one, earlier I was talking about how we have like such a wide variety of businesses in the CVABC.
Mhm.
And so you can sit here and go, oh yeah, but they've got like 5 or 6 bakers, say, but you've got Sweet Indulgence, Sweet Nannies, Holy Heaven.
We
What else
have,
we get?
I mean, as far as like bakers go that just do like bake,
I mean, what,
yeah. I mean, that's kind
all
of our,
sorts of different things. So, okay, so maybe just 3, but like I was exaggerating. But they are so different,
Mhm.
right? Because Ashley makes things that Holy Heaven doesn't make, and Sheena, Sweet Nannies, makes things that neither one of them makes. Like they're all unique and different in their own way. And I love. So we ran into Melissa one day at Home Depot, or Lowe's or something. We stood there and talked to her for like an hour, and her and Sheena were talking about like different recipes and how business goes and how to work things, because Melissa's been doing it longer than Sheena, and you know, kind of different stages. And same thing with Ashley. Like she's talked, and you know, Sheena had a question like, I can't get this to work, and Ashley was like, oh, try this. It was like an instant answer. Oh, who are the other two?
Sorry, I have two more. Frosted Ridge Confections.
Frosted Ridge. Yep.
They're fabulous. They're no longer at their brick and mortar anymore, but you
Right.
can still order. And
Okay.
then on a slightly different,
And again, completely different because they're egg free and
they're gluten. Yeah, they have all the.
egg free, different things. So great,
Yep.
great if you have allergies.
And then also, and this is kind of like a little bit different than like a baker, but we also have the Happy Waffle,
Oh yeah,
and they do like savory and sweet, like waffle
they
pops.
make brownies and everything
Like,
too. So,
what?
yeah.
They're delicious. So the Happy Waffle, I highly recommend.
Yeah.
I
So Happy
feel like
Waffle,
there's
I
probably
actually
somebody
tried
else.
their stuff because Love Heals, that works with caregivers and meets people where they are, and no one walks through hardship alone, that whole thing. They actually brought all of our caregivers, and we have about 30, 40 staff that work in the field. They brought us boxes of brownies to give out to our staff from Happy Waffle
That's
that they
cool.
had worked with them. So it's really cool.
That's really cool. And now I'm
So-
really hungry.
Right.
And I have cookies right in front of me, so it's not a good thing.
So I stopped by another member on the way here, and that's Chick-fil-A. So because I knew if I was going to eat cookies, I needed some real food first.
Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A too.
So-
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now,
Speaking
don't
of
get me
Happy
started.
Waffle, I had a Happy Waffle fries.
We have a lot of great
Tie in there.
restaurant members, so we don't have time for all that today, I don't think.
That's
But
another
to do the
episode in
food
which we're going to
episode.
have like an array of food here, right?
That's my favorite when we do that.
Restaurant
since-
episode.
Since we're talking about restaurants, my ADD is kicking in wild. So let's talk about supporting small business and how important it is. So
Let's do it.
we had a restaurant that opened. It was All American. I stopped by and talked to Jason. He very generously stood there and talked to me like for 45 minutes about the CVABC, and then ended up joining. And it was one of the places that a group that I'm friends with, we would do karaoke there on Tuesdays, and they just recently closed. So I think this week was actually their last week, if they made it that far with food. But you know, it was always kind of busy, but not really. Like that's a terrible spot. First, it's hard to have a restaurant there because Ruby Tuesdays didn't make it, Crab du Jour didn't make it. But you look at like Texas Roadhouse, and they're always packed. You can't get in if you don't get there early. B-Dubs, same thing. Buffalo Wild Wings, you can't get in there because they're always busy, and those are national brands, right?
Right.
They're gonna be able to get through a little bit of slow time anyway. But my thing is like, I always try to support local restaurants. We tried a new one on 221 last night. I don't even know what it was, but Sheena found it. She's like, I really want to try this. We tried it. The food was pretty good, and they delivered for like $3.50. So, we, you know, always trying to try a new local restaurant or something like that, because we really need to support these local restaurants so that we have variety and we're not having to go to like Olive Garden, Logan's, like all the, you know, Golden Corral, you know, things like that. Support the local businesses as well as those big restaurants, because we've seen quite a few CVABC members that have had to close because of the economy changing, or,
Yeah.
you know, business needs change, things like that. And so just make sure you're out there supporting and shopping local.
I'm excited because next up on my list, I think Megan and I are going to go probably next week to Gunny's Tavern. Have you
Where's
been
that?
there?
Where's
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Where is it? Because the last couple times that I've mentioned it to people, nobody knew that they were there. And I'm going to tell you where they are. They are located in the shopping center. So if you're on 460
Mhm.
heading back to Lynchburg, right,
From Bedford?
from Bedford.
Okay.
You get stuck at the light right there where the Sheets is, and then there's
Yeah.
New London, and then there's the Food Lion shopping center.
Are they over in the food line?
Gunny's Tavern is in the Food Lion shopping center. It used to be Ole Ole. Used to be like a little taco
Ole
joint.
Ole.
Yep. So now, okay, now I got to stop for a minute. So now they're Gunny's Tavern. They switched over. It's been probably, I think they've been up now around a year.
Okay.
But they just changed over their menu. The
What-
Gunn family owns it.
What kind of food?
So they have, hold on, I'm going to pull it up because they just put out a new menu and I'm really super excited about it. And I think that it's something for everyone. I think a lot of people think, oh, tavern, it's just like, you know, bar food or whatever. But no, they have, hold on, I'm pulling
Nothing
this up.
wrong with bar food.
Yeah. So
Just
like,
saying.
yeah, like the other day they had Oktoberfest and they did, you know, pretzels, and they had like burgers, and they had a steak, and they had a beer house burger with sauerkraut and mustard and pretzel bun and a burger and like what? But they have roasted pork shank, which I have heard from multiple people is delicious.
Sounds good.
They did like bangers and mash the other day.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep, they did. See, look, you want to see the picture? Like, doesn't that look?
Oh, that looks like legit bangers too. Like,
It does. It
it's
looks
an English thing.
looks legit. So they do all kinds of different different things when it comes to like specials.
Yeah.
Like different times a year. But they do have like a regular menu. I'm trying to scroll through their Facebook page. Let me go to their
And are they
I'm
open
going to their website.
all day long? Like lunch and dinner?
That's a good question because I was just talking. So I think they're only open. I think they open at 4. So I'm not quite sure that
So
they
it's a
do
dinner.
lunch. Right. Hold on, I'm exploring their menu now because this is just going to make me hungry. Yeah, they have.
Could we have some menu hold music, Woody?
Yeah, I need some menu music.
Visiting
They have
Joe's
okay, so they have
America's Choice
appetizers. I
and
mean, they got fried pickle spears. They have gunny. They have poutine. They have quesadillas. They have onion rings.
So it's
egg
not-
rolls.
So when they say like tavern, it's almost like it. So they almost sound like an English pub kind of thing. Like, so it's not like your typical bar food, but like tavern is in
Yeah.
like.
So for you, like right now would be all like so they have food specials. They have a beer house burger, a bratwurst sandwich. They have the worst platter, which is 2 beer braised bratwurst
Oh.
served with sauerkraut. They have the roasted pork shank. They have Oktoberfish salmon. They have a Black Forest bundt cake. They have a toffee cake. They have a black and blue burger. But then they have like a ton of different burgers when you go into like their regular menu.
All right, and so I always judge a
And
restaurant
wraps
on like
and
how their prices are by how their
wings.
burgers are priced. How much is a burger? Just like a regular.
A regular, you need an American Dream Burger, which
Okay.
is an American cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle, onions, and some gunny sauce. It's $13.99, and
That's not bad.
that includes like the fries and stuff with it. So
It's a decent price.
they have wings, boneless and traditional. Then they have entree. They have meat. They have meatloaf. They have grilled chicken. They have pub style fish and chips, pub style shrimp and chips. I can't talk today. Shrimp and
Shrimp
chips, chicken tenders, salads,
Hey,
sides. They got Brussels sprouts. So I'm down.
hey.
They got all kinds of stuff.
What's that song? Potatoes, green beans, potatoes. Y'all know that song?
You're on your
Oh,
own on
come
that
on.
one.
No,
What?
I don't know what you
gosh.
singing over there in the corner.
You know what I'm talking about, Caleb.
But anyway, but places like that's just I didn't mean to go in this whole spiel of Gunnies, but like that's what I'm talking about. Like nobody knows where they are. Every time I talk to somebody, I say I'm going to go
Have
to
they done a
Gunnies.
ribbon
and, like,
cutting?
they have not.
Well,
So I need to
let's get
chat
them
with
on
them
that.
on that. But there are a lot of small local businesses in our area. You know, right here in the town of Bedford. You know, the Blue Lady is here.
Yeah.
They're a great cafe. Clam
Amazing.
Diggers, good for. Are you playing the song now?
Yeah, here you go. Listen.
Okay.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
I have never heard that.
You
in my
never
life.
heard that?
It's.
No.
I realize now I have heard
But
it.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
I think I wiped it from my memory on purpose, but that's okay.
No.
So I know what I'm listening to on the way back to Lynchburg.
There
That's
you
all I
go.
can say.
There you
I know the peanut butter and jelly song.
go. Oh, what's
Peanut
that?
butter jelly time.
Peanut
Peanut butter jelly time.
Yep. See, we know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you've got like, place like Clam Diggers. There is the All American Grill here in Bedford.
Yep.
That
That I hear is amazing.
I have heard a
need
lot
to
of
make
great things,
time
yeah.
to go there.
So yeah, but local small businesses need your help. Absolutely.
Yeah, and all the time, not just when you're like, oh, they look like they're struggling. Like every business out there needs continued support.
And we're
And
not
if
even
you-
just talking about restaurants.
And if it's a company
Bakeries.
that you don't necessarily use, but you know they have good stuff, tell your friends about it. So I had somebody this morning tell me that I was like, we do work with this person, and they were like, you've been doing a great job. Like, the reason that my family member's doing so well is because of your employee that's there. And I was like, great, I would love it if you would leave us a Google review. And he was like, I don't really do Google. He goes, but I'm telling everybody I know. I'm like, I'll take it.
Mhm.
I'll take it. So
Yeah,
you know.
some people aren't very like social media savvy.
Yeah.
Like,
or they
especially
just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Right? They just don't want to put their name out there and let
I'll be honest. I'm on that fence sometimes. Like I'll be doing something and it'll pop up and be like, leave us a review, or are you happy with it? I'm like, yeah, no, I don't get time for that. But when you're with a local, like I do it more so for local than like a national one that just pops up and is like, hey, did you like using your Ibotta app today? Yes,
Yeah,
I mean
like,
I
no, I don't
did.
wanna
I
give you-
appreciated
yeah.
the money back, but
Yeah, and we've gotten to the point where reviews are important for businesses and people ask for them a lot. But a lot of the national businesses, like every time you do a transaction, you shouldn't ask me to leave a review.
right.
So, because I would give the train 0 stars.
Zero.
Right now.
0
Negative
stars.
5 out of 5.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Woody, before we
ma'am.
leave
Sure.
today, and we got totally off topic on foods
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking
It's a good
crumble
top-
cookie went
It's a good topic
crazy.
to get off topic on.
But I really wanted to ask, I think we have a few minutes because we started just a little bit
Sure.
after noon. Not that I'm calling you out or anything, but I am. But I did want to chat with you because
Yes.
you've got some new stuff happening.
Yes.
You've got new staff.
Yes. We have we're bringing on another team member. Starts next week,
Okay.
right? We're just growing. We've got a couple of,
Do I know her?
I don't know.
Is she going to like me?
We're going to
Probably.
announce it.
Awesome.
She'll love you. How can you
Great.
not love Heather?
Great. Fabulous.
Yeah, so she starts next week. We've got a couple new clients, and it was just good timing, and all kind of worked out. We've got our upper warehouse remodeled now, new floor, new office in there, new film.
Funny story about that.
Yeah.
You want to hear this story?
Yes.
So Friday, right?
Yeah.
I guess they were in here pouring the concrete
Yes.
Friday.
4
Yeah.
inches of concrete.
Yeah, they were in here doing that. I forgot.
Oh.
So my son, for those of you who don't know, works across the street, like right here in the same area
Mhm.
for another
Same part.
business.
On the Grove Street complex.
Yes, but he
Yeah.
does some work here at the office too for them. But so I forgot that they don't work on Fridays. And so I went and got that little gym, and I was like all excited because I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna roll up in there in the little gym car, and like Hunter's gonna be like, what are you doing?" And I was just like, I've come flying in, like trying to look cool, and like I look, and then I remember they don't work on Fridays,
Oops.
and then there's this whole construction crew just looking at me like, "What is this dumb?
What is she doing?
What is she doing?"
Call the
This-
cops.
coming
Call
in
the
here.
cops.
In this
And I-
little fake car.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it to turn.
It's a crazy
around
lady
without,
coming
like,
around the corner.
I had to do like the 3-point turn because I couldn't get it to turn right.
Like,
Oh,
like
it
in
was
Austin
hilarious.
Powers, like the 54-point turn.
Yeah, I wish you could have seen their faces.
Well,
'cause they
now
were
I'm
all
going to
looking
check
at me
the
like,
security cam footage. That's going to be
Yeah.
great.
You should. It
That'll
was
be
hilarious.
on YouTube later today, folks.
It'll be
Yeah.
a reel.
And then I called Hunter. I was like, "Hey, you're not at work." He was like, "No, I'm not there on Fridays, but they're pouring concrete." I was like, "Yes, I know. Ask me how. I know." But it looks amazing.
Thank you.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I think we're going to slow down on the updates for a while.
Oh,
Think.
I just realized there used to be steps down.
Yeah.
They did add 4.
Yeah, they had a whole new floor. Yeah. There was an old concrete in there. So.
Wow.
Yep.
Looks good.
I'll believe the stopping with the updates when I see. I
Yeah.
mean, you
Well,
still
one, I'm running
haven't
out of
changed out
walls.
this carpet.
That's,
I was gonna say, if you get a round rug to go under this
I
table,
do.
that'd be.
I need to work on that.
'Cause
I
don't
ran
for-
out of walls.
Don't
for
forget, I
science.
still want this carpet.
I
Dibs
ran
on
out
the
of walls
carpet.
to paint. I don't know what else I can do, really, to be honest with you. I don't know. We'll figure it out, though. We'll find something. I can put neon anywhere.
We should, like from the rafters, like
yeah, like
from
a
the-
projection. Right? Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That'd
Well,
be cool.
maybe the updates won't stop.
You should get one of those little projectors, and you should be able to put the whatever podcast is in here recording, like on the wall.
Oh, I do. Oh, I have. All right. I'll show you after we're done.
Yeah.
I have one out there. They're just a little hard to change. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
A
I
little
get you.
Disc. So
I get you.
And so, and then you also, because she's just sitting here so nice and
yes,
patient.
Caitlin.
You also have Caitlin, your new content wrangler,
Oh,
right?
she's been. Look, Caitlin has been fantastic wrangling content. Everybody loves her. All the footage she gets for everybody, and she's getting trained in other areas now as well.
Yeah. Well, she did an awesome job on our coffee talk video.
Yeah.
And then you did one for a ribbon
You
cutting.
did one for a ribbon cutting.
us.
The final video was amazing. So
So
you
that
got
was
some
really
great
cool.
footage. You did get me with making some crazy faces in there. So we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Because I make crazy faces, so there's really no way to avoid it. But anyway, at least it was in the back of my head though, because every picture, if you go to the CVABC website, there's a picture of a coffee talk. There's the back of my big head right in the middle of it.
Yep.
So
Well, it was
Every
nice
time.
to have because, and I know Woody's talked about this in a few episodes, like past episodes, about the importance of content in social
Yeah.
media and how it's being used. And I have talked about how I am technologically challenged
Yes, you
and I
are.
don't do that sort of thing. I'm not good at it. I pretend to be, but I'm not.
right.
And I love that you're agreeing with me. So,
Every
thank-
word you're saying, he's agreeing.
Yeah.
Doesn't
But-
happen very often, so we might enjoy
Well,
what
I
you can.
mean, it's good for you to admit your flaws.
It is.
That's how you can grow.
It is. And when you
Some
own a
people not.
business, you've got to hire where you're weak. So that's why I hired a tall person to help me.
And I was just getting ready to say it. I'm not growing very tall.
Right.
You and I are about on the same page.
Right,
Like,
right.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. So I think that's really neat that you're growing. And I love, it's fun because a lot of our, I think when we invite members to come into the studio to do a podcast, they do not expect it to be what it is. I think they think we're just sitting at a table with some mics.
Because you walk in, they expect it to be like a conference room with some mics and like a computer or something on the table or something, like nothing fancy. And you walk in and it looks very professional. And I mean, because it is, Woody, just FYI.
Thank you so much.
But and it's really intimidating because there's like cameras mounted to the thing, and they're like, "Am I on camera?" Like, no, they're just there for other things. But maybe one day,
you know what's funny?
We could stream this to YouTube.
We can. It's I'm not going to give it away yet.
Don't forget, we're still trying to start.
Oh.
Not going to give it away yet.
Wait, are you giving away the thing that I was going to say?
Nope.
Okay.
Something. Nope.
He's dying over there. He just wants to say it. I can tell.
Yes.
Go ahead. Yes.
So I'm going to say,
Yes,
because we are going to start a Talk Local to Me TikTok channel.
We are.
Where we are actually going out into the field and talking local to businesses and doing like interviews and small little reels.
Yes.
My contribution is just going to be dance videos.
There you go.
Just to promote our members, but then it kind of connects to Talk Local to Me here so that we can keep,
It's another avenue for us to push
content.
out for the podcast and
for members.
I'll eat us one viral.
I'm always looking for good things to do for our business members.
The funny thing is that, we've posted pictures, graphics, everything. I mean, everybody on social media for years. The minute we started doing reels is when we started getting feedback.
Right.
It really, genuinely, we get emails from like the events Caitlin goes to, whatever. Hey, love this. Will y'all come in? So, that's where the eyeballs are. That's why, that's where they're at. So if you're, out there, that's the first rule of content right now.
Plus the literal content wrangler that she drives.
She's content
also
wrangler.
Gets attention
That's
because
it.
when because it was at the ribbon cutting, we're like, oh, look at that. Like,
Look at that.
Because it was at what's the name? Audiology something.
Forest
Audiology.
I couldn't get the Forest. That's what I was missing. Forest Audiology. Like a couple of people were like, what is that crazy vehicle? Like, because it looks wild, right? I mean, really cool. But if you don't know what it is, you're like, this person is a strange Bigfoot conspiracy theorist, right?
Well,
so
that's not that far off.
I mean, I know. That's why I said those specific words, Woody.
That's pretty accurate.
But yeah, if you don't know what Media Squatch is, you're kind of like, what is that? But it gets the attention and things like that. And so it pulls in. And then when they find out that she was there getting content, like I know they were, like the final result, it was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
So, yeah, I thought it looked
but
great.
just because of Caitlin's hard work, Woody had
That's it. That's it. I just ride her coattails. That's all I'm doing.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate the updates. I think they look great.
Thank you.
And it makes us look professional.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
which is hard to do.
I like
So, look, there's our podcast.
I know.
Logo right there.
Yep. So coming soon, we'll have stuffed animals and a voodoo.
Yes.
We just haven't written them yet
Heather
or
and
have
Mike
any idea what we're doing.
Plush.
I don't know if I want a Mike plush out there because I got a feeling people would try to use it like a voodoo doll. Right? That'd be a fear of mine.
I still want a turtle. I still want to be a turtle.
We'll effort that.
That's what I want to be.
Yeah.
Some kind of turtle. Talk local to me turtle. That's what we need. The Talk Local to Me turtle. He just kind of runs around.
Take it slow and support local. Like don't rush to the big box stores.
Oh, boy.
Take your time and
What
keep
are
it
we
local.
building here?
Yes.
What's happening?
Yes, this is coming.
Like turtle and rabbit. Like you have like the rabbit and the turtle, and like the slow turtle, and then the rabbit that's rushing around, and they're talking about how to support local.
Right? Yeah. It's gonna happen.
Are you taking notes?
I don't think
I'm recording every word you're saying.
I'm just checking.
Literally. I
Yeah,
don't think I like the rabbit idea, but we'll work something.
Okay, maybe not the rabbit, but turtle stays. That's non-negotiable. Is the turtle because I love turtles.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, everybody, thank you for listening into this episode where we have randomly just talked about anything and everything we possibly could think about. But I think that's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to just have an episode where we're not structured and it's just kind of doing it.
It lets you see the fun side of the CVABC.
Yeah. So, again, if you're interested in any of the events we talked about, if you want more information about Imagination Station or any of the bakeries or the restaurants or the members that we have at the CVABC, go to
CVABC.org. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Wednesday.